Okay, I had one question, and then I want an exercise. I'm going to do an exercise with you guys, and you're going to do an exercise. And the thing that I want to point out here, which is just a curiosity, is I do exercises with the reason I like to have people do exercises is not because I need it, it's because you need it. And here's the thing. There are laws that operate this universe, the governing laws of creation. One of the reasons people don't heal, one of the many, is because people talk but they don't act. They talk and they don't do anything else. They keep everything in their mind. And we have become people who have retreated to the world of our mind, and we don't do anything else. We've grown so comfortable in the world in our mind that even in order to get us to move our bodies, we have to buy special clothes. We have to go get an exercise outfit to get us to move our body. We have to hang food around our waist to get us to walk. Come on, we'll give you a power bar and water. Come on. Whereas when I grew up, it was just called walking. And we could walk for hours without having to reward ourselves. We simply walked. We simply played outside. Now we have to reward ourselves with even more food, even more stuff. We can't go anywhere without a bottle of water by our side. See, I'm exercising. And it's exercise, it's not walking. It's not just moving your arse. Oh no, you have to call it something special and wear your special clothing. And put it, schedule it on. No, that's my exercise hour. Why don't you just walk? And I have to meet my friends, these women on my block, with their cappuccinos and their walking time. And I'm like, anyway, point is, this is the world we live in now. A world of endless nonsense and entitlement and the way we have, because we live so much in our minds. We don't live in our bodies anymore. We don't live in a world that's even remotely real. Nothing is real. We live in a world so bizarre that we don't even get how bizarre it is. We're nowhere near real. We're off. We're off in la la lands. We are so far gone. So when it comes to getting how far gone we are, it's got to come out of your mouth. You actually have to own it. You have to hear yourself say it. You have to actually say it. Because if you think it, you'll talk yourself out of it. You'll follow it by another mythology. You will think that the world behind your eyes is private territory, when in fact, it's not. To be, no, you're a little thing. What a cute little, so it's like having a little miniature. The world, one way to make you look at yourself is to say what's true, is to own your own conflicts and to own your own nonsense, is to own your own places where you are locking horns. And that's why you do exercises, is to see where is to see your own strengths and to see your own follies and to see your own capacity to kid yourself. Do you get it? That's what's, and also to see that you are just like everybody else and everybody's just like you. One of the things I learned, and I love to just constantly remind people, everybody's the same. Everybody's the same. Nobody has gotten to age 40 without being 39. We all do the same thing. And this is where you have to develop an extraordinary amount of love and compassion for our fellow sojourners. Nobody gets to the next stage without all of it. We all go through the same thing. Everybody scrapes their knees learning to walk. Everybody. The journey of becoming a whole person is the same for everybody. Nobody makes it to whole without having to learn what self-esteem is. Nobody's born with self-esteem. Nobody's born fearless of what life is on this planet. Nobody. We're all making our way in the same way. Okay? Just got to know that. And there comes a point where everybody is sick and tired of taking care of everybody else, and they simply should go put it down and go paint for the rest of their life. And when that day comes, I'm going to say, glory be to God, I'm done. Okay? Praise the Lord. Okay, PTL. Okay. Okay, now, pull out your pencils and paper, because you can't do this in your head. This is the object of this exercise is to illustrate the point that we are always, in effect, living at crossroads. We are never not at everything is a crossroads. Every conversation, everything is always presenting us with an answer that deals with the heart or an answer that serves nothing. We're always, no matter what, if I engaged you in a conversation right now, the way you approached and responded could be a path of your heart or the lower path. Do you see what I'm saying? We always have options in everything we do. I'm going to hit a pause button. Is that making sense to you? Okay. This is true even in the way you talk to yourself at all times, in the way you handle the way you interpret what you see in your world around you. And since you are the one who keeps company with yourself 24 hours a day, it's really important that you get this and that you are in charge of interpreting what you see in the world around you and what you hear and how you interpret what people say to you. You're in charge of that. You're in charge of that. So you can decide if you're at a crossroads that you're going to be hypersensitive and bring out your baby, your inner child, or not. That's your decision. You can decide to overreact or not overreact. That's your decision. That's your decision. When someone says, you made me angry, that's the biggest, most manipulative statement in the world. You decided to get angry. Nobody made you angry. Nobody made you angry. You were born angry. Right. You made yourself angry by deciding to react in an angry way. You're at a crossroads. You could say, I'm going to take this personally, or I'm not going to take it personally. You're always at that crossroads. Am I making sense to you? Okay, so I'm going to ask you questions. And you're going to evaluate yourself in different categories in your life. Okay. This is health habits. Now, I want you to picture yourself standing at a crossroads with health habits. What are 3 health habits that are at issue right now? You're at the crossroads. Now, for myself, for example, I am now deciding whether to be gluten-free or not. That is a current issue in front of me. It wasn't there 2 months ago, but it is now. And it would be a consequence if I go the gluten-free road. That changes my whole life. I don't like a lot of those changes. But if I don't, I have a lot of stomach issues. Okay? So it's gluten-free, not gluten-free. I would like it to be not gluten-free because I like a lot of the food. I would like this to be not the result of gluten. I'm presently convincing myself that it's not the result of gluten. But I know it's time. How do I know it's time? A couple of reasons. All right, Crossroad time. It's big girl time. I'm sick and tired of these big girl decisions. I'm sick of them. That doesn't change anything. I'm going to have a hissy fit. I have my hissy fits every Thursday afternoon. I do, from 2 to 3. I'm absolutely serious, and you can join me. That is hissy fit hour. And I find that if you put it on the calendar, and you say to everybody, don't call me, this hour is violent. I actually have a stuffed doll. It's this big, and it says, damn it. And I go, damn it, damn it, damn it. It was a gift from someone. And it was, damn it. All right? And that's the hour where everything that needs to be screamed at, screamed about, bitched about, comes out at that. Every bad memory, everything comes out as it's like 2 o'clock yet. No. When it's 2 o'clock on Thursday, I actually said to a friend one time, it's 1 minute to 2, I gotta go. It's time to get revved up. And then I get revved up. And then I go wherever I need to go. If it's summertime, I go outside. Bah! If it's inside, it's inside. Do I have to burn something? Yeah. Someone in effigy? Absolutely. It doesn't matter. I allow myself the worst of the worst during that hour. I can say whatever I want to say about anybody during that hour. To myself. The worst of the worst. As vile as I need to be during that hour. Nothing is limited. Nothing is off limits during that hour. Nothing. I could wish him any kind of hell I want during that hour. Because that's the name of the game during that hour. I vomit every kind of vile thing out of my mouth. I look like something out of The Exorcist sometimes. And then when it's over, it's like, whoa, that was fabulous. And I feel, then I go and I have myself a fine old cup of tea. I feel fabulous. I wash my face. And I put on some holy water. And I go right back. Sometimes I walk my dog. And I sometimes meet friends for a cappuccino. And I feel like a new person. And sometimes the hour is nothing. I don't need it. Sometimes I don't need it. Not at all. In fact, it's gotten to the point where it's less and less, but it's there. It's there. It's there. And it's a great way to just push everything to where it belongs so you acknowledge it. Okay, so I'm just putting that aside as a wonderful way to do it. That's my way. But the Crossroads point is that you can get sick and tired of being at a crossroads. And if you don't allow yourself a way to wage war with being at the crossroads, what you will do is you will wage war at people. You will do what even Moses, it was Moses who decided we have to have a scapegoat in order not to kill each other. So bring me goats, literally goats. Bring me 2 goats. One we'll cut and sacrifice, and the other we will tie things around its head and send it out of the town. So it's carrying all of our sins and all of our issues on it so it leaves the village. So we don't kill each other. That's where scapegoat came from. The transfer of stuff to something else. So you have to, if you don't transfer it, if you don't figure out a way, you will push your suffering onto someone else and you'll figure out a way to justify it. I had a bad childhood, so I get to beat you up. I had a bad day, so I get to come home and beat you up. You don't understand what kind of bad day I had. In which case, usually, oh, I didn't know you had a bad day. You end up apologizing to someone who's abusing you. Astonishing. Okay, so you're at a crossroads. The idea is your health habits. Now, all of you are there are at least 3 things that your own intuition is telling you. Your own gut intuition is telling you about your health. There are at least 3 decisions that you are presently at a crossroads about that have to do with your health, your well-being. And that could include attitude, a more positive attitude about something, or letting go of this, or it could include anything from dealing with your nutrition. It could include exercise. It could include something that you know you should be doing or not doing, but you're not. And you're there, and your system, and this is what you need to pick up, is that your body, mind, spirit talks to you, and you know it. You know it. It absolutely talks to you. It does. And it will tell you, stop it, you're much better than you're using this. Do you use an illness? That's another way your body, your mind will alert you. You are using this to, how many of you get the signal from your intuition, your inner self? You're using this to manipulate people. This illness. Don't lie to me. I'm going to do this again. How many of you know that you are using your health to manipulate people? How many of you know you are using your health and an illness to manipulate people to get what you want? Stop lying. Come on, up, hands up.
I have done.
Thank you. You have done? Anyway, you do it, okay. And you don't, and the rest of you have no knowledge of this whatsoever. How many of you are BSing me? You know what? I have to tell you something. It's not a smart move. Not because of me, but you're BSing yourself. And this is what it is to stand at a crossroads and think that you're deceiving something, but you're deceiving yourself. It's not me you're deceiving. I could care less. I'm not the one living in your skin. And I'm not the one paying the price for your choices. You are. I'm telling you I'm the one who has been sent to tell you there's a choice that there's a price you're going to pay. I'm not the one paying the choice. But you are. You are. So you have to know that when you know you are using your health to manipulate or control a situation, you're the one who's going to pay the price for that. Because health is a precious gift. And when you decide to tell people, I am unhealthy, as a way of controlling something, you have negotiated something very precious. And it's that point at the crossroads that you make a decision, I will never again lessen my health because I'm a coward. From now on, I will simply say, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And don't use your health as the bargaining chip. How dare you negotiate your well-being because you're a coward? Instead, just say, I don't want to do this. And take your licks. Don't put your health on the line. Now, when I say you're at the crossroads, that's what I mean. You got me here? Yeah. This is something you own. This is what I mean by crossroads. Like, oh my God, I've been using my health. as a bargaining chip. No wonder I can't be healthy. No wonder I suffer from depression. I have been using my energy in all kinds of ways that make it risky for me to heal. What happens is your health becomes a riskier prospect than being ill. Do you not see that? Because being healthy is the part that takes more courage. Okay, go to work, 3 of them. Okay, I've got the next 3. Okay, you need 3 patterns in relationships that you know you need to alter. Now, shall I explain this? No. Okay. Relationships, 3 patterns, like, how many of you get angry at yourself because you are a compulsive rescuer? Bingo. How many of you feel like you are the person who always gets victimized? Yeah. And how is that? Okay. This one, you're at the crossroads. I want you to picture yourself there. You're at the crossroads of your own potential. Okay? You're dealing with your saboteur. Now, you listen to me. You pay attention to me. Your saboteur can talk to you, you're too old. You don't have enough money. I'm going to already wipe out some of the sabotorial stuff. Because I look at you and realize a lot of us, I say us, are closer to disincarnation than reincarnation. Hey, I don't play games with truth, right? But any of us can go any minute. But all of the nonsense you could tell yourself, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that. The fact is you have no idea what counts about you that makes you a shining star. When I did the book Invisible Acts of Power, it changed my life. It changed my life. It changed my life because it changed the way I understood the power of a human being. And when I think of that one story, that one incredible story, you know, sometimes it's the smallest thing. It's like it's like eating a hot jalapeno pepper. How much of that do you need before you regret it? Right? This much. And do you ever go to a Mexican restaurant on the south side of Chicago? And you say, is this hot? Oh, no, senora. No. Boom! Right? Because their definition of hot food and yours is, you know, caliente carne. Is it? No. Oh, boom. What am I on the floor? My mouth is on fire, right? You just need this much truth. As Teresa of Avila says, it lives in the wall of your soul for the rest of your life. This much, that's all you need. So here's the story. This man's walking across the street, he's going to kill himself. He's going home to slit his wrist, kill himself. He's standing on the corner thinking, maybe I'll slit my wrist, or maybe I'll OD on pills like Tylenol or something. Not a good promotion for Tylenol, but maybe I'll OD on Tylenol. And he's thinking, as he's standing on the corner, do I have enough Tylenol? Maybe I should take the Tylenol and then slip my wrist. And he's kind of figuring out how to do this. And while he's standing there, a car pulls up. And he says, you know, you go. And this woman looks at him and says, no, you go. Just flashes. But she must have been channeling like this really high voltage grace. Because she looks right at him and smiles and says, no, you go. And bam, it hits him. And he decides not to kill himself right there. Could have been any one of you, and you'd never know it. You would never know it, that you just saved a human life. Because of your presence, because of who you are, because of what you radiate, because of yourness. yourness, because of who you are. And the thing that breaks my heart is that if I said, see, that's your potential shining, it would disappoint you because of who you are right now. You'd think, is that it? I mean, is that all there is? It would actually disappoint you because there's not enough spark to it. There's not enough spunk. There's not enough bling because you're still looking for bling. You still measure your life and its value by bling. You got to get over that. That's the lower fabric. You got to get into, wow, I can smile and save a life. Whoa, that's power. I can be invisible and change the world. That's power. That's power. I'm a stealth bomber. I go, and I love being a stealth bomber. I love it because I hear the guidance in me and I hear my instruction, put your hand on that baby. And I look sometimes and I was in a plane one time, I heard, put your hand on that baby. And I see this child and I know it's really sick and it's going down. And I figure out a way to touch that child. I concoct some kind of BS story. And I can feel that that force go around me. And I know that child will live. She'll never see me again. She has no idea how come that child's okay. I'm a stealth bomber. I love it. I come and go. I come and go. I love being anonymous. I love it. You are sent to the most incredible places. You come and go. Nobody knows. You know, you walk by and you hear touch. Gone. What could be more spectacular? Can you possibly imagine anything more wonderful than being invisible? I cannot. I cannot. Okay, now, so you are at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads. And so you need to name 3 things about yourself that you need to take on. That you know you need to take on about yourself. You know you need to do it. And it would make all the difference in the world if you decided, that's it, I've got to change this about myself. Like, for example, I'm an addict or not. Okay, it's about time I challenge this addiction or not. It's about time I really decided to become disciplined about this or not. It's about time I got a positive attitude and stopped telling myself I can't do something. And decided I can do something. Okay, someone who goes into AA is now on a crossroads. A very powerful, powerful crossroads in which they have to now decide, I cannot anymore be with all the people from my alcoholic life. I have to go this way now. I have to say goodbye to all these people. This represents a whole world I now have to forever detach from. It's not about them as people. It's about this whole universe of life. It's about me and my life as an addict, not about them. And if one of them comes up to me and says, how can you do this to me? They will never understand. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with the nature of the archetype, the addict. It has to do with the addict's journey. It has to do with this whole huge force that I need to separate myself from. And each person will reduce it to the story of that person and me, as if this whole thing was about my relationship with that little person and this little person. And it's not. It's about me retrieving my soul from my relationship to what I crave in this world. And my inability to deal with cravings that cause me to sell my soul to the devil. And my inability to control cravings, one craving at a time. And now I'm at a crossroad, and I have decided, no, I will take on my cravings, what I crave, and what happens when what I am willing to do when a craving bubbles up in me. And it forces me to see the world differently. Because I will do anything to get my cravings met. Anything. I'll do anything. I will twist myself and I will make up stories in my head. I will exaggerate the wounds from my childhood. I will exaggerate them. I won't let my parents rest in peace. I will wake them from the dead and say, wound me again so I can go and shoot up. Get out of your grave so that I can go and spend whatever I want, eat whatever I want, do whatever I want. I will not let you rest in peace. Wound me again. Because it's not about what you've done. It's about my craving, and I must have that. More than the wound. I need your wound to get my craving. So I cannot let you go. I will never forgive you because I cannot let you rest in peace because I want that craving. Now, that's the crossroads that says, I think I'll take a look at my cravings honestly. Anybody? Anybody want to go to that one? Hello? Okay, that's a toughie. Anybody have your eye on your cravings? What do you crave? Give me 3 cravings. Try that one out for size. Cravings, anybody? Huh? Salt? Savories? Ugh! Oh my God. No. Okay. No. Just the thought of it, my eyes go, oh my God, I can't even look at it, but okay. Salt and vinegar. Wow. I would have no problem. Okay, but cravings. Okay, so a type of food, but does it get you, does it make you, do you know you need to let it go?
Well, I don't eat them every day.
I know that's not my question. My question, a craving is about something you know has caused you to compromise your balance of power. Let's be real clear here. A craving is something that draws you into madness, where you know, I have to have this. I have to have this. Now, a craving can be something like, huh? I didn't hear that. Yeah. Yeah. Sex, man, power, yes. Oh, yes. A craving can be an absolute possession about, is that a sign? Is that a sign? Is that a sign? Where you are absolute, it's that spiritual gluttony. No, that's actually it's one of the 7 deadly sins. Yeah, no, that's actually spiritual gluttony. That's actually one of the 7 deadly sins. Because you just can't stop asking for more, and yet you act on nothing. You're like a sieve. It's like spiritual diarrhea. You can't stop, and you trust nothing because you have more faith in the devil than you do in God. You have no faith at all. It doesn't matter. You have no faith, period. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft, pagan. Here, do this for 3 days, and this happens, and do that. You probably do all that crap. Huh? Do you do any of it? See? Because that goes with that. That goes with the primal level that you're at. That goes with primal stuff. Do you have trinkets on? Any of that stuff? Because you're a trinketer. People who have, no, listen to me. That belief goes with trinkets. And it goes with talisman and stones. Because it's like that's what it goes with.
How do I break it?
Huh?
How do I break it?
Okay. Well, it's breaking that is really, really a challenge because you actually believe this. It's very pagan. You actually believe that there's power in rocks like that, and that it's going to save you from, I need this and signs and omens and oh my God, and lucky, what do you call that? Parking places and this crap like this. That you actually believe is like God in the parking spaces. In Ireland. It doesn't matter. And this kind of stuff operates in my hood too. Because we have Irish there. No. Do you think Polish people are any different? Any place the Catholic Church got their hands on. Okay? It's just that they have a different version of it. Okay, and you really make the decision. You have to make a decision that the level past this primal, the power is all outside of yourself. Let me draw what you look like. So it helps with a visual. Not a whole lot, but okay. Maybe this illustration will, wait, let me do a little better. You know what? I have absolutely no talent with my hand. I can't draw anything. I have the worst handwriting, and I have absolutely no talent here, okay? I marvel at artists or how I marvel at it. Okay, now, this is an illustration poorly, even that, of an hourglass kind of thing. That's my point. And what I'm trying to illustrate here is power. Power is the fundamental ingredient of the human experience. Everything's about power. And let's equate power to, let's say we equate it to euros. Okay, euros. We're going to equate power to euros. And that, no, I got it better. This is going to go better. I got it. Got it. I'm going to do this. This is going to work better. Simple is better. Simple is better. All right, everybody lives in a building. These are floors in your building. Okay? All right, everybody, you live in a building. And we all have the same number of floors in a building. You with me? And here's the thing about a building, and it's the absolute truth. The absolute truth. We all could live in a building, but depending on the floor you live in a different reality. If you live on the first floor and never got off the first floor, you would have no idea you live near the ocean. The person who lives up here has this beautiful view of the ocean and doesn't hear any of the traffic, so as far as they're concerned, they live on the seashore. But this person who has to listen to all the street noise, never sees the water, lives in the most polluted part of town. Now, it's the same building, but a totally different reality. And that's the truth. If you go to some places where these buildings exist, you'll see that this reality is actually a reality in some neighborhoods. But picture that this is how each of us is. We are a tall building, and depending on what level our consciousness is on, is the world we live in. Do we need to stretch for a minute because it's afternoon? Are you tired? You're losing it? You're losing it, everybody? Okay, let's take a break before I go into this, because this is real. Let's take a break.